Aha, Pinax TV, mama kwaba, eba Pinax TV, updates ahoro ayaje in Ghana and beyond. Ena ye de bro. Some ye shasi na ye call straight into the camp of the Ghana Immigration Service. Some the Ghana Immigration Service and Saka Nigerian woman be on wedi bear 41 years. From Ghana card to birth certificate to issues around identification. All Ghana has said you're trying to just say or a Ghanaian. She's actually not a Ghanaian. So Ghana Immigration Service and can on your screen. So I say Ghana Immigration Service secures conviction of Nigerian woman jailed 6 months for attempting to obtain Ghanaian passport with forged documents. It means that this woman, Ghana Immigration Service, NSA Kanui, or some sort of false documentation, or per se, or the secure passport, or Ghana has it from the Ghana card to birth certificates and all that. Not just say she's actually not a Ghanaian, but she claims that she's a Ghanaian where she has her mother from Somenya, and she's trying to, claim his roots from Ghana. So Ghana Immigration Service answer Kana some radio omwa jailing no 6 months in prison. I mean it hasn't been a small issue at all. So there has been a communique from the Ghana Immigration Service in relation to this particular issue. So it says that court jails woman for using 4 documents to obtain Ghana passport. So it means the Ghana card or you see here was inaccurate. The birth certificates or they apply for Ghana passports, no, and also was not from here. It wasn't original. It wasn't something that was actually here. So on your screens, I say a 41-year-old Nigerian woman, Franca Wilson, a welder by profession, has been sentenced to 6 months imprisonment with hard labor after she was caught attempting to obtain a Ghanaian passport using 4 documents. Some reader means that a 41-year-old Nigerian, oye welder. Yensa can Ghana Immigration Service ensa can jailing for 6 months imprisonment. Hard labor cry so can say her arrest followed a routine vetting exercise at the Accra Passport Application Center Park on April 24, 2026, where immigration officers detected inconsistencies in her nationality claims. What they are trying to say here and they say as Ghana passport service no go through documentations near the idea now realize yes this woman Franca Wilson there's some sort of forgery on the documentation. So she says it's saying that she was subsequently transferred to the National Enforcement Department of the Ghana Immigration Service headquarters for further investigation. So when they started realizing said there's some sort of forgery on the documentation, they referred him to a part of the Ghana Passport Service for National Enforcement Department. So there some sort of investigation as far as her claims to be a Ghanaian is actually concerned. Also, investigations revealed that Madam Wilson is a Nigerian citizen born in Rivers State to Nigerian parents. Despite this, she presented a falsified birth certificate claiming she was born in Somenya in Ghana's eastern region to a Ghanaian mother, a claim she could not substantiate when pressed for details. There's almost a card this woman through the investigation of movie service and assem him what shows you a Ghanaian and all that. No, she was trying to say so no dear. She has her roots in Somenya, which is eastern region. Nane mame cry Ghanaian, so as they pressed further, they were able to realize say she's actually not a Ghanaian. She's a Nigerian. No Rivers Estate, Nigeria. Ne parents, ne mama ne papa nyina are actually not Ghanaian. So I mean in the investigations almost this particular information. So, authorities further established that Madam Wilson had procured a fraudulent birth certificate and a Ghana card bearing ID number GHA 7313954471 through an agent who also allegedly completed her online passport application and booked her appointment. She admitted to the offenses in her caution statement. What they are trying to mean here is that This particular woman, Franca Omonsa Kanu, it means that it didn't start from birth passport. It started from Ghana card. She tried to, use ways and means to secure Ghana card. Through Ghana card, they apply for passport. Agent B and fan and Sasuman and or shall I say with the process of securing a Ghana passport and all that. I say according to the Ghana Immigration Service, Madam Wilson pleaded guilty before the Adabraka District Court in Accra on May 12, 2026, and was convicted on three counts. Omuchana Chesesam Radio Madam Wilson onwa atuni nenum tuo aka say she's not a Ghanaian. She's pleaded guilty, say all the four documents there it's actually false. She's actually not a Ghanaian na or faculty crime be so a secure Ghana passport na or possessing who anase or kaso a Ghanaian na na say obwa into Odenokrana to just say she's actually not a Ghanaian. Officials say the sentences are to run currently. The Ghana Immigration Service has used the conviction to issue a stern warning to all foreign nationals against patronizing unauthorized agents who claim to facilitate the acquisition of Ghanaian identity or travel documents through illegal channels. Some way they are not just a Ghana Immigration Service, they footwo pa at the foreign nationals who himself in Ghana near. Don't try to use some false means, meaning fraudulent ways of securing Ghana passports or any of the identification cards or choice or Ghana. So this is a strong advice going to foreign nationals on Ghana near. Don't even try the process. Don't think of it. Don't dream of it. Say there's a way of you getting Ghana passports or Ghana card or any of those identification cards. Or say attempts to fraudulently acquire Ghanaian identity or travel documents constitute serious offenses under the laws of Ghana and will attract severe sanctions. The service stated. So Ghana Immigration Service try not to say try a foreign national. Now we try say you will try to secure Ghana card or Ghana passport when they catch you and as I say omunsa so moa emrani ubedi pa enye asem ketwa and the same way they na Madam Wilson Franca our Ghanaian Nigerian national ne ho akoba asem in relation to fraudulent ways or doing say or secure Ghana passports emra ensa Canada ding from the Ghana card to the birth certificate or they apply for Ghana passports no Ghana passports ni nyina try na say there are issues with it inviting say come and help with the investigation. Are you a Ghanaian? Where are you from and why are you doing this and all that? No on one kasa admit yes she's actually not a Ghanaian. She's from Nigeria, Rivers Estate, and not just say oh I na doing so no they by hook or by crook or Ghana passports at the Ghana Immigration Service and so ni mu the dendings on your screens. Madam Franca Wilson some way the Ghana Immigration Service and so ni mu the dending arrested no she's going into prison for 6 months hard labor so count. So Ghana Immigration Service and communicating so to obiafo so foreign national now him so Ghana niya. Don't dream of it. Don't even think of it. Say kwa Ghana passport and I say kwa Ghana card and birth certificates then count so they won't spare you at all. So this is an advice going to foreign nationals. Any country be a ufi mo Ghana as Nigeria, Canada, Burkina Faso, any of the countries, say African countries or Western country, or Ghana. You shouldn't dream of it, or you shouldn't even try to use some fraudulent ways and I say oba kosho agents be a okaka chance me dem nim se me Ghana ni na bo amena fe me nsanka Ghana card and I say birth certificate and I say Ghana passport me de be me niama Ghana Immigration Service extra na say who attempt here once they get you they won't spare you at all. So that's coming from the Ghana Immigration Service omo communicate extra Ghanaians any foreign nationals na omo Ghana has say don't try, don't even think of it. Say you can try to get Ghana card. So the story of Franca Wilson is more or less like a detergent, or it's like a warning to foreign nationals in Ghana that you shouldn't try of obtaining Ghana passport or Ghana card or birth certificate claiming that you're Ghanaian. By hook or by crook, they will get you. Once they get you, they won't spare you at all. So that is that. Yet what's our concern from one na ye call in some IFA Charles Emisa home. Few months ago, and there were issues around Charles Emisa his death around 6 February 2026. The earlier parts of the year na Abrantie way he was hit by a hit and run car around circle overhead honum side. Cars no hit a boy no ye no na omu nyina cars two ni nyina escape. So I mean they took him to a number of hospitals in Accra, from Ghana Police Hospital to Greater Accra Regional Hospital to Kolebu Teaching Hospital. They all couldn't attend to Charles Emisa leading to his death. After death, so Ghana Health Service, I mean, they instituted a committee to look into the death of Charles Emisa, and the report of the committee was very clear. Omochana just medical negligence, health workers, no, they weren't up on their game. And on them, Charles Emisa Eshure Nemkwa, ya. So on your screens, Charles Emisa Ninia some media OSUE those responsible for the death of his brother. Say Matilda Emisa, sister of the late Charles Emisa, sues 3 major Accra hospitals and 10 medical staff for 20 million Ghana cedis over brother's death, alleging fatal negligence. Some media not just Matilda Emisa, or your brother to Charles Emisa, washre name Kwaya OSUE medical staffs and 10 medical staffs and hospitals these 3 hospitals Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and so Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We see they have to pay an amount of 20 million Ghana cedis to as a impata ama ebusiano. See Charles Emisa's family sues 3 hospitals, doctors, Attorney General seeks 20 million in damages. And to some way the issue now kakodi ransom Attorney General and also releasing a verdict say 20 million Ghana cedis there. Yes, you 10 medical officials and medical workers and 3 hospitals Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and so Kolebu Teaching Hospital, because they see it as a medical negligence. So on your screen, so say a medical doctor and a sister of the deceased engineer Charles Henry Emisa has sued 3 major health facilities, several medical professionals, and the Attorney General over what she describes as a chain of negligent acts that led to her brother's death after road accident in Accra. So this is coming from the sister of Charles Emisa, Matilda. Said some radio she's suing 10 medical officials and 3 hospitals. Then just ne brother new one on some. I said Dr. Matilda Emisa suing administrators of the estates of Charles Henry Emisa is seeking 20 million in general damages at the High Court in Accra over the February 2026 incident that triggered national outrage and renewed debate about Ghana's persistent no-bed syndrome. Some media not just Matilda Emisa trying this issue I see somewhere in February. They were trying to connect it to no-bed syndrome. It's not the case. Even the committee has come to say that in Osuyomo 20 million Ghana cedis. I also mutia. The suit names the Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, several doctors and nurses attached to the facilities, as well as the Attorney General's department. So this is coming from Matilda. These are hospitals as far as the death of his brother Charles Emisa. is concerned. So the hospitals near Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and Akwalebu Teaching Hospitals, and about 10 doctors and nurses they have some connection with the death of his brother. So according to the statement of claim filed by the General Jurisdiction Division of the High Court, Charles Henry Emisa, a 29-year-old electronic and automation engineer with Promasidor Ghana Limited, was involved in a hit-and-run accident at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle overpass at about 10:30 p.m. on February 6, 2026. That issue AC February 6, 2026. Sa abrantie when ya wahwe ne nkwa yayaye Charles Emisa or a young man be now 29 years old. And sana issue when AC na issue no so AC wo circle overpass honum around 10:30 p.m. and I drop and as same way AC. Also the CU states that after Emisa failed to return home, relatives reported him missing at the Adenta police station. 4 days after, the family was contacted by officers at the Nima police station and informed that an accident victim had been deposited at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. So Matilda Atra numere na omo ehu se ni nua be ma ibusiafo ehu se ni nua be ma Charles Emisa abefie no, they had to try to look for him. So he was missing and they tried to look for him. Now issue no kopie wo Nima police station after some more report to Adenta police station. They had a call from Nima police station say yakwa deposit body bi Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Na just say ebusiafo fo mo ani nkyere hono because omo nua be ma omo hwehwe no. Ase eho na ye de no akwa akoto asat 6 February na asem no esi ye no. So yet was na or say according to the filing, the ambulance eventually proceeded to Kolebu Teaching Hospital, where the plaintiff claims medical personnel again refused immediate care despite appeals from ambulance staff to treat the patient on the stretcher. Otra na chese or narrative issue na mayatin ye course na sia. Charles Emisa adu Kolebu Teaching Hospital no. They tried to let medical staff or more say this issue na say critical. The young man is in a critical situation into they should attend to him. But look like they were more or less like negligent. They didn't really pay they didn't attach seriousness to the condition of Charles Emisa. And so the CU states that Charles Henry Emisa later suffered cardiac arrest at about 12:50 a.m. and was pronounced dead at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. So around 12:50, no na chese na akumayare kakra onya attack, cardiac attack, and na emma menua bema Charles Emisa hwere ne nkwa yayaya as at 12:50 a.m. The plaintiff argues that her brother remained alive for more than 2 hours while being moved between hospitals and could have survived if emergency interventions had been administered promptly. Matilda Trana to say if the brother no enye car no hit na when there was the hit and run na chesosho nenkwa for about 2 hours now he was still alive. So she's attributing it to medical negligence. Hospital move on the doctors and the nurses they didn't attribute to the agency of the health of Charles Emisa. So court documents cite the postmortem findings as deep laceration injuries to the right upper arm, severe blood loss, fractures and trauma-related complications resulting with exsanguination. Omotra from the right hand arm, no severe some sort of severe blood loss, fractures all across the body. And to us was said Dr. Emisa is accusing the hospitals and medical personnel of negligence, including failure to provide emergency triage, failure to stabilize the patient, failure to conduct vital assessments, and failure to prioritize urgent care despite the severity of the condition. So this part of it is showing us that as far as Charles Amisa ne condition ne ye concern no, ni nua Matilda Amisa tra na say the doctors didn't attach any seriousness to the condition of Charles Amisa. Say moja ne to no, as far as this hit and run is concerned, it was more or less like they didn't take any seriousness in the condition of the Charles Amisa. And so now they sue these 3 hospitals and 10 medical officials. So she also alleges that the handling of the body after death caused additional trauma to the family because decomposition prevented the body from being laid in state during the funeral rites. When they not say as far as this accident is concerned, no, it's more or less like a ebusiano with trauma because means that there won't be any laying in state. It will affect how the funeral and all that would be performed. I see the suit follows the findings of the government-appointed committee chaired by Professor Ajimambedu Akosa, which investigated the circumstances surrounding the death of Ninya Bema Charles Emisa. So after the death of Charles Emisa, I mean the Ghana Health Service, forming committee, Professor Ajimambedu Akosa, Nana or Cherry Committee. I mean, some weeks back, the committee came out with a lot of findings as far as Charles Emisa's death was concerned. They attributed it to medical negligence. According to the committee, nurses for doctors for some sort of negligence on their part. They didn't treat the patients with urgency. According to committee, some medical staff and doctors and nurses treat Charles Emisa the condition with urgency anka yansure ye nia be ma ne yaya ti some way the Matilda Emisa akwakosi with 3 hospitals. Say it was the committee concluded earlier this month that failure by the medical personnel of the 3 hospitals contributed to engineer's death, and that timely emergency interventions could have saved his life. Its report cited serious lapses in emergency response procedures, weak coordination between institutions, and failure by clinicians to provide immediate self-saving care despite the patient arriving at all 3 facilities. Or trying to say, Charles Emisa then called 3 solid hospitals. All these hospitals, out of medical negligence, they couldn't do anything at all about Charles Emisa new condition. So the committee also recommended disciplinary action against several healthcare professionals named in the suit and proposed broader reforms to Ghana's emergency health care system. Dr. Emisa maintains that the defendant's action caused immense emotional and financial hardships to the family, particularly because the deceased had become the primary support of their mother after the death of their father in 2019. So Matilda Emisa trying to say, and son Charles Emisa Bewuno, it was more or less like he was the breadwinner of the family. After sending Papa Wu in 2019, was more or less like this young man was the one responsible for their mother, Diane Mami Bedi and all that, and the general health care of Nemame, not just say, na ewa Charles Emisa and Sema, Samri, Omama Ebusia, Ashre, Omodeshe Yaya. See, the defendants have been given 8 days after service of the right to enter appearance or risk judgment being entered against them in default. So this is what is coming from the brother of the late Charles Emisa, the sister of the late Charles Emisa, our treasure, no dear. Osui these 3 hospitals, Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and Akolebu Teaching Hospital. On top of it, so Osasu Osui 10 medical officers, including doctors and nurses, they were negligent to the plight of their brother after say onya accident circle overpass into India. This is going straight to these 3 hospitals: Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and so Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Matilda trying to say these hospitals and these health professionals because prior to the death of Charles Emisa, now he was more or less like the breadwinner of the family. After ne Papa Wu in 2019. So this is going to the 3 hospitals hospitals, and it's coming from Matilda Emisa and Niabra the Dane because he's lost a brother, he's lost a breadwinner, he's lost someone very close to him. So wrapping up with Charles Emisa, ne death no, that is it. Yeah, to us in some from one, not some radio, yeah, call straight to Ansante man, Otumfo say to two, some radio, Ababe Tom Mountain so say. In June next month, he will be going to Canada. And one might ask, why is he going to Canada? So the reason why Otumfo said to will be heading to Canada in next month is that he's been invited to serve as a special guest of honor and to deliver a keynote address at the FIFA World Business Summit. So in 2026, next month, June, Otumfo say to Asante Hene or the Nini Trek Canada akwa join the World FIFA Business Summit. I deliver keynote address na face. So I address a number of people in the diaspora. There's a video to this effect here back with here Abba.
Coming to Canada or something through your Canada Chamber, Ghana Commerce and all that. So obviously, this should be one of the major topics that I would want to talk to you about. So the High Commissioner tells me you're also preparing to receive me there. And therefore, I look forward to meeting you. And I hope that this collaboration between Canada and Ghana would inure to the benefit mutually of all of us together.
So that was Otumfo Osei Tutu other and Sam Eton Mountain. So I say yes. And what people are beginning to hear is next month, no, or Canada, no, it is true. He's actually going to Canada to be a keynote speaker, and also he's been invited to be part of the FIFA World Business Summit. So at the Menchia Palace, there was a team Otumfo say to Tunakachi Ewo Menchia Palace. Some group of people we na Canada for their a group of Canadians is in relation to it's more or less like they are an energy group. They went to see Otumfo Osei Tutu. They are claiming said they'll be very happy to host Otumfo Osei Tutu next month. I mean, they'll be happy to join forces to play golf. They'll be happy to have deliberations as far as the two countries are concerned, Canada and then Ghana. After so Otumfo Osei Tutu they ask them to try to say I mean one issue Edio Munya as Asante for and as Ghanaians waste disposal. So he's hoping that some of these issues and some of these foreign nationals can be able to come to help us solve this issue. There's a video to this effect. These foreign nationals go PMO or Menchia Palace, any conversation between Otumfo Osei Tutu and the Canadians.
Reference purposes. The second thing we wanted to discuss is we will be excited to host the King for the World Cup in Toronto. And so there's going to be an opportunity to play golf at one of the great golf courses in Toronto at Lions Head. I'm a golfer. I look forward to playing golf with the King, with some other dignitaries. Also, the King will be addressing the diaspora, which is 40,000 Ghanaians live in Toronto. So at that point, there'll be Sankofa Square, which is a big square in Toronto. 10 to 15,000 people we expect there that the King will address as well. So we aim to make his trip very fruitful. We know we've heard a lot about the King, his wisdom, and we're here to really say, get his blessing for the projects that we're trying to accomplish and the things we're trying to do in Ghana. We know that if you're trying to build infrastructure here, the King needs to, impart his wisdom and also impart his support. So that's why we're here today. Thank you.
Thank you for coming this afternoon. I thank you very much. The High Commissioner mentioned that you will be here. And the major issue is about waste management.
Yes.
Which is a bigger issue for us. We've not been able to have a solution to that so far. We've had some companies trying and building, collecting the waste and then building whatever, but we still have a major problem. And the tons and tons of waste, the increase in population, and also mismanagement of where to put the wastes by the people themselves is creating so much problems for us that we need to have a holistic scientific approach to that. Therefore, what you come with would be something that ideally would be better for us in terms of health delivery, everything, and converting that into electricity and all those things. Seriously, we need a holistic approach to waste management, and that is what I think we are all looking for. So when the High Commission spoke to me about it, I said that's a welcome news that I would expect. So I immediately instructed that when you come, we should get you to see the mayor of Kumasi so he can take you around some of the places where, and then also get to meet the waste department section so we know the volumes of waste that we produce. I don't think we would even have the accurate number, but using your expertise also and doing a proper feasibility, we should be able to have the tonnage of waste that we produce every day, every week, every year. And that then would inure to the benefit of helping us to set up what would be appropriate for Kumasi and the environs. The greater Kumasi, for example, is wider, and the various districts and municipal assemblies are all included, that if we can look at it, it will help us to be able to plan on this one. So I look to your technical expertise to be able to do this, and I believe strongly that the mayor would assemble his team to be able to meet you, and then also have a drive around. The Zoom Lion, for example, has been doing its best, but it's good, it's not good enough. So we should, even though they've been trying the best. So we need such collaboration from here and committing. If we're able to satisfy ourselves that this will be a solution, then the Ministry of Local Government and the Finance and everything, we can be talking to them also for us to do that. And jointly in Accra, for example, and in Tamale and all those places, all over the country, it's one major issue that we have. And that's something that we all would want to have a solution to that. So I know, you know, I'm coming to Canada or something through your Canada Chamber, Ghana Commerce and all that. So obviously this should be one of the major topics that I would want to talk to you about. So by the time we meet, I want to know what data you collected, and I also find out what I can bring to you so we can discuss that together. Formulate a policy that will help us to do that. But you have my support in every way, because waste management is something that we all have to find a solution to. And I know the High Commissioner tells me you're also preparing to receive me there. And therefore, I look forward to meeting you, and hope that this collaboration between Canada and Ghana would inure to the benefit mutually of all of us together. But if you get it right here, we'll get it right everywhere, I'm sure. So let's try and do that. So I thank you for coming this afternoon. And
not just it's a real not just it was at Menchia Palace ewo Otunfo Osei-Tutu Nakachi the ambassador for the FIFA World Business Summit or my confirmation. He said yes, indeed, next month they will be hosting Otunfo Osei-Tutu at Canada for the FIFA Business Summit. So I mean, Otunfo Osei-Tutu affirmed say he will actually be there, and then he looks to a collaboration, a mutual collaboration between Canada and Ghana as a country, so that they will be able to, you know, solve some petty challenges. In that discussion, Otunfo Osei-Tutu okay, so they were there to discuss the upcoming visit of Otunfo Osei-Tutu to Canada. So that was a straight confirmation from the ambassador of the World Business Summit at Menchia Palace. That confirmation was being made. Say next month, that is June, dear Otunfo Osei-Tutu de Neni Ebetre Canada in relation to the World Business FIFA World Business Summit. And he also made us know, there was that confirmation said that there will be a keynote address by Otunfo Osei-Tutu. he'll be addressing about 15,000 people across that diaspora. So I mean, if you're across the diaspora, you should be awaiting say Otumfuo say to today in Semba Beton Mountain. So and so Bekasa afa some major issues that are related to the two countries. So that is that with Otumfuo say Tutu's visit to Canada in June, as far as the FIFA World Business Summit is concerned. Yet was concerned from one, not just some media say, any just some people are celebrating, people are giving congratulations, people are wishing well, people are saying a whole lot of things about a marriage or a union, an upcoming union between a very renowned journalist, a media personality, and it's a Ekufu, and on Opoku Sana, we all know him as a musician, so at this point, as at yesterday in the evening, a number of people began to give congratulations to Anita Ekufu Union, Eba One Opoku Sana anthem. So on your screens, you can see SA. It means that there is a union that is coming between Anita Ekufu, we all know her as a media personality or media general, and Afi Opoku Sana, he's recognized as a musician. So on your screens, I say you can see on your screens that there's some sort of union that is being announced. So Akoye Enije Sem, a number of people have expressed congratulations. A number of people, congratulations. This is a beautiful thing. We never saw this coming. The union between Anita Ekufu and Yenuya Bema Opoku Sana. So that is that. So there has been some sort of pre-wedding photo shots. The two people and the couple to be my circulating social media, and so you can see that on your screens. And that's Anita Ekufu, a media personality and a journalist, Emma media general, and a face. So Yenuya Bema Opoku Sana, musician. After the circulation of this wedding issue, a number of people are beginning to ask, okay, so for Anita Ekufu, we see her on our screens as a media personality and a journalist. Now, Opoku Sanai, who is he? So people are beginning to, research and get to know who Opoku Sanai is. So on your screens, I say, Sana is a Dubai-based Ghanaian musician, a bass player, music director, and a creative entrepreneur with around 20 years of experience spanning performance, production, and leadership across Africa, the Middle East, Europe, and North America. So this Opoku Sana, he's more or less like a figure on its own. He has over 20 years of experience as a musician, as a bass player, a music director, creative entrepreneur, and all those. Yet also say he is the founder and creative director of Inceptus, a music-focused creative studio based in Dubai that designs and delivers high-quality live music experience, from intimate showcases to full-scale venue programs centered on audience connection, artistic excellence, and measurable commercial value. So, Opoku Sanano, your channel to say, onye nipe biya keke, or your founder, or also a creative director, and he's not just based in Ghana. He's based in Dubai. He delivers everything around music. The NHS Opoku Sana can be seen there. Sana also serves as a trustee at the Clan Foundation, Manchester, UK, supporting creative development and community-focused arts initiatives. So, Yenuya Bema Sanaya, he's here to tie the knot with Anita Ekufu, no. Anything about music, they groom musicians, they mentor them. Once you want to do something about music, he has a space, or he's into that. So yet once I say, as an artisan session basis, he is known for blending African rhythms and contemporary sounds, weaving gospel, jazz, funk, and electronic influences into soulful, globally resonant voice. His third album, It's Time, captures his signature balance of emotion, storytelling, and musical mastery. So Opoku Sanai, it's more or less like he's a household name when it comes to issues around music. Yeah, he's really done a lot there. He blends African sounds and contemporary ones, which are some bits of Ghanaian elements, and I face contemporary ones. He gives that blend to show that there's that balance between that aspect of music. His artistic excellence has been recognized with industry honors, including Instrumentalist of the Year at the 2025 Telecel Ghana Music Awards, celebrating his contribution to live performance and creative direction. So, Opoku Sanai, somewhere in 2025, no, Onya award at Telecel Ghana Music Awards as the Instrumentalist of the Year. So rooted in African heritage yet global in outlook, Sanai's work extends beyond performance, building creative ecosystems where musicians can express freely, collaborate across cultures, and thrive artistically. So that is that about Opoku Sanai. I mean, after say issues around Anita Ekufu ne wedding, wedding jubilation online came. A number of people are beginning to ask, well, with Anita Ekufu, we know him. We know her to be a media personality and a journalist, but this Sanai, it's more or less like we've not really heard much about him. So these are some things about Enuabaima Opoku Sanai. He's into music, he's into creative directing, he's into bass playing, and in somewhere 2025 he had an award from Telecel Music Award. So it means that he's more or less like a household name as far as issues around music or things around music is concerned. So about creative entrepreneurship or about music directing, you see Opoku Sanai. I feel so about bass playing. He's very excellent about that. So that is that coming from the knot that is yet to be tied between Anita Ekufu and Enuabaima Opoku Sanai. A number of people have raised a lot about it, and most of them congratulating Anita and then her husband to be, congratulations. Oh, I'm happy for you. It looks nice, and we didn't see this coming. And I mean, a number of people saw more crash. Oh, Anita, so have begun to, hey, our crash is gone, and a whole lot of things. So those are diverse comments coming from different people as far as the yet to be marriage. Marriage it will be happening between our own media personality Anita Ekufu and our face. So Opoku Sanai, who happens to be a musician and a music director, a creative entrepreneur, and all that. Yet also concern from one some radio. There has been a particular issue circulating for some time now as about mattresses. Ghana Standard Authority has gone so they are going high, or Metro to say for the they are doing some sort of research. They've come out with a communique, they've come out with information that is targeting some sort of mattresses as some Chinese will be releasing in the market. These mattresses, no, they are not up to standard. Some of these mattresses, some say there are some sort of mattresses. If you continue to sleep on those mattresses, you begin to have this back pain and body pain and all that. So it means that what is in the mattress is actually not foam. It's just something to cover up and then to make it look like it's an original mattress, but it is not an original mattress. So Ghana Standard Authority, they've gone, they are on an outreach against fake Chinese mattresses. And China for the ABPM one thing, so mattress, and this is good for us. We should be sleeping on it. So on your screens, you can see that these mattresses do not actually contain or do not have what we all know as foam. To make it look like it's mattresses. Some health professionals about Abeka say if we continue to sleep on such mattresses, you begin to have these back pains and all that. Some of the videos to this effect.
Try house in try. Cause as my try her, my chance will my try chair. And you Manka. Rabba. Hey, nothing but an abbey. Rabba, no, Mocasa, Rabba, and your mattress, and your mattress. Eh, Rabba, hey. Did you, hey? Hey, no, what's tonight? Then I began, so I say, Omaka, trend.
Okay, so that is Ghana Standard Authority going hard on some Chinese nationals. Mattresses be pay mountain, so it's actually not the best. It's not up to standard. They are fake mattresses. Almost nationals of Ghana are, you know, a number of people in the country. So if we say ukoto TV, there's something that a number of people call it kunka or something. Eshe TV no. Say ne be ma TV no empire. And as I China for when you almost say, almost they share mattress ya my, almost they share more my amayato, amayada so. Meanwhile, it's actually not what it's supposed to be. So Ghana Standard Authority has gone like they are going high. For the day, they are trying to expose some of these things that these Chinese nationals as far as issues around mattress concerned. There is another video to this effect. How some of these mattresses actually look and how they feel when you sleep on them. Yabako Shaba.
After Jada, you meant to be. After meant to be. Oh, my bias of a cassa.
Now, what I don't want you to win. Or buy a mocosino.
See a 200. Let's see mattress no.
You can't hear you. You can't hear me. In Murano, what they are showing me. In Muro,
That was a video relating to that. When the Ghanaians, a number of Ghanaians are beginning to cut their mattresses. I should say, what at all is in this mattress to confirm that this brouhaha around issues around mattress Ghana Standard Authority any bread the day these unapproved mattresses are Chinese nationals and they are mountain. So there's been a number of concerns from some Ghanaians about this whole thing. Say you know, it's kind of brings some sort of discomfort to a person. Say, oh, that's our mattress. Maybe we are sorry na uhona nyina yo ebi wa usisi. And I say, we sorry na chese onye hweye but na I say wa brebi sano. So people are beginning to say that this one there, it's more or less like it's a wake-up call to the government of the day. Say they have to do something about it because when they enter a crash, so if a human being should go to the mall or go to the market to purchase a mattress, now I feel the baby drew now better not what bread the and just say these Chinese nationals there, something has to be done about it, or they have to be jailed, they have to be arrested. So in the same issue, and in Yabe as an actor, he's really come out plain to talk about a number of issues as far as this mattress and some year concerned, or trying to say this issue there, he's going hard on it because it's actually not the best. Or then some about someone saying in relation to this fake mattresses standard Ghana Standard Authority and Saka and as who say Chinese national see Ediaba Mountain so or Moton. Yanko share Lewin video number.
Mesnam, some what tell we are will be on family with Jessica. What tell we are, Maso, never with Jessica. Who will sit here, Maso, near Fanco. Baby, I told me, be there with Jessica. na me de ma fra manager no o ka se ga mi she na ha di babu hum basre me tara ju ya mi ko sha na ma jimsika na me saka sika ni ya mattress ya ma yu makoto papa ma ba ka che we ni papa na mu nyina ya ko to fi wo to fo bia no o ko ju sika wi a ma awra wate mi na company mu ye group mu ye original na mu sampa we na original na be ka se ya ko to ho no ma ya be cho 30% mo cho 70% free and money how ko so cha o twa wi a fa receipt ya ko Jessica ha chana Enyo. Eni. Asa bumu, asa bumu. Hai, ade afonyo. Mo twanyina ma awra. Wo twa maso. Ya ko Jessica. Wo receipt nkwade amaso go Jessica. Woni bi so ha wo na we. Pam. Na mi na original company kwa mo ya original na. Meka sa ha na enkoto no. Mudi a che kwa 30% le cho fi. Ka de ko si e mi se mari dara. Mi se mari dara si e. Chana. Ya no. Wudi we. Edi sika. O si mai de ko ti. Wo si ja ko ba se. Ko ti.
That was Lewin, actor Lewin, on also venting out in frustration about issue around fake mattresses. Chinese nationals see Eton Amagana for Ama Omato. So a number of people have raised concerns about this issue. Where people are beginning to cut their mattresses, no mattress. The property, mattress nimu. When we say, is this one of those cheap mattresses? Now, and I say it is, the correct mattress. So people are beginning to talk. In fact, people are venting out their frustration. Say, how can you come from China and you come back to our country here in Ghana with the intention say, oh, the papa my. Kamia say you are actually taking advantage of the system, and how they are taking advantage of the system to sell these things to us is that say Oko Jasona say you catch us a mattress. Back 1,000 cedis na China 500 cedis. Obviously, you'll be tempted to go for the 500 cedis because it is cheap. So since it is cheap, you would want to buy that. And China for no so because they know that Ghanaians we like cheap things, and since it's affordable, we would want to buy. And now we're taking advantage of the system. And now omudi bugana for omoton mattresses are enye kra ebi wo ha sawdust na ehiem ebi wo rubber no dia ehiem ebi wo some grasses no mwetwitwa ehiem just to make the mattress heavy. Na also the bafia say makwakoto mattress, I'm coming to sleep on it very comfortably, but you tend to sleep on it na it's not the mattress you bought. Tobacco try mu na chese niam foforo bi na to Ghana Standard Authority there, they've gone hard on them. Our mattress said before you buy a mattress at the market or at the mall, it was all stress a Ghana Standard Authority for seal so this is more or less like an advice going to Ghanaians and then people of this country. Says kwa mattress, please look out, be on the lookout. Share mattress no nyina hwe say Ghana Standard Authority for label na ebo so that it will ascertain say it is an original mattress and as a mattress for pana a number of people have come out to concerns here to us. There has been a number of allegations. There's one a lot of videos showing that people are beginning to cut their mattresses to look say there's a particular video mattress anyhow she was venting out her frustration and how sorry she was in Tiyanko Shemba.
Hey! What? About for the same that between mattress na hena. Mattress on the head in the door. What?
Kind of for nobody video. Hey! Ferme. Minia Dr. Power Money. Mega Robert Wo. Hey! You bloody am Ghana for the Adela and the Yayaka. Sam me odifo penny to say me China waiting at that dame. Emma me submit the form so. Try there. She see her me try me pare. Champagne that's all. Champagne that's all. One power odifo power man and that's all. Hey, China for. It's not me there be another Muyami. Somebody Robo. Yeah, woman. Donna.
When the say what top mattress not just it's more or less like a wake up call. In Crovasha, say a pipe on mattress. I should say, what is in this mattress? Is this one of those Chinese mattresses, or it's a latest foam, or it's ash foam and a whole lot? So this more or less like a wake up call and an advice to Ghanaians and people of this country. Says, "Oh, quack mattress, and shane you would have to Ghana Standard Authority for my advice say you make sure that they have their labels on it. Say Ghana Standard Authority for label I mean you are free to go and it's an original labeler, then you are free to go. But the moment Obakoto mattress na fe Obakoto na say label from Ghana Standard Authority any no na just say you have to start being on alert. I was so sure say position who yi. And yes, I'll bet that mattress no so na enchana uhunami or ya fewechi or ya don't pay me or ya dear nature say it's not actually the best. So this is coming from the Ghana Standard Authority on issues relating to mattresses. Chinese for Ababeji and so they are beginning to sell fake mattresses to the nationals of Ghanaians. So as we round up on that, ye call in some from uno na ye call ye bema ye ba Gloria Penne. As Miss G. She's come to express Nare Hosem, and as she at this point, she's more or less like wanting Ghanaians to sympathize with her. And as I'm saying, also try after say Mac Brown, if he UTV out over to our show based so no. People were backlashing her here and there, say from here, from this to that, and then she was expecting, say, when people were backlashing her, no, and Kananama McBrown, Emma make it be money because after all, only opposition to take over from Nanama McBrown, no, was seeking her advice or texting and say, I mean, she wanted to cry. She was sad. Say, Nanama McBrown, mama me can't be beyond fat. A branch of backlashing here and there. No, Yanko shed Ninsembi or the Tom Montenso.
Because what did my time? Can you, my baby? I expected my brown to have spoken for me. I expected her to. No, I was very, and look, I'm very emotional talking about it because I gave her that reference. I said, Big sis, say, anything. No, because, see. And for the sake of reference, and I don't know, I mean, Yash was my favorite skin catching that. Or say, and these are his words, and that thing kept me going for a very long time. Or say, don't stop. And you won't have a problem, no. People have their own biases. And you won't have a problem. And comfort the whole with or more margin. Or say, my before from back, says, yeah, or make the same thing. And you won't have a problem, no. So I think that Ghanaians. And individual human beings actually, change a big thing for us. But you see, also when change comes, then you begin to look back. Oh, maybe this, maybe that, maybe that. And again, men take heed of the fact that I was filling a shoe of a superstar. I have never done movies before. Even if I have never been popular through movies. What you say? Acting in my activity, but me popular through movies. No, be a me and I enjoy onuni movie. What you say? Na onuna kunyamu na mbabe feeling. Even if that space is not her strength, she had a strength that she was bringing on board, which is the fact of the matter. And see, you don't expect say obi idol, why idolizing for a long time now who they never knew you from Adam. Because don't also mistake the fact that some audience on YouTube was getting to see me for the first time. Because this is the first time I'm working on account media. And see me in Bragi, so English media, no one and and see idol and people felt that me na my too idol free so. And I want to say this on record today. Look, and when I was told Semime hosti United Showbiz, one of the first things I did, and Mac Brown Beckham cry, it's a DM, so it's a message I can always pull up. I sent her a DM, I sent her a text. I said, Big sis, I'm told that show we hosti bium, into yes me hosti. My minji insurance free unsem, and some naso. I'm saying it on record. In Kofo did matem, can you my baby? I expected Mac Brown to have spoken for me. I expected it to. No, I was very, and look, I'm very emotional talking about it because I gave her that reference. I said, Big sis, say. No, because, and kaban kran poa, and can you me say? Because I gave her that reference. I said, oh, Big sis, this, and she said, oh, I give you all my blessings. It's just nice to say, oh, this girl is not a problem. If I have problem with management, I am not your problem. Exactly, but you let me out there for people to rubbish me, say me too free. Oh, Romeo, I learned a lot of lessons from hosting United Showbiz. I won't take it for granted.
That was Gloria Akpene as Miss G. Otre say after say Obetwa so say host United Showbiz and Crofosha say some more backlash, Ghanaians front back center, insults and backlashes and all that. Nanko expect to say Nana Mac Brown ko beke be a man and as on so be defending because after all Yeka so no kwa kotwa so no o text no ka try is a big sis ifucho obi wo ho ana bibi sana fama me. So she was expecting Sanka Mac Brown make it be found, but once she am found, so she's very disappointed in Mac Brown and she was expecting so much from her. Say man be defended. Same way one Yinya Bemana and Nidin Zion Felix I name as a YouTube blogger. On also the nanwa to in same way. Na some more can you say Miss G, you shouldn't expect anything from Mac Brown. She's not supposed to come and be defending you. After all, she has things to do. And then she's not the reason why people are giving you those backlash. So it is outrageous, say you, Miss G, be expected to for more backlashes Mac Brown be a man no Mac Brown no crano. In man backlashes. How many times you Ghanaians recall say Mac Brown backlashes ama wabam wanting so be defending no one as waba can bibia found. Yen go tie the Zion Felix or kafa this whole issue directing towards Miss G.
I was not possible about Miss G, yes, but no meaning come on. Miss G say no was Mac Brown defending years ago when she took over United Showbiz from her. I remember Mac Brown a free UTV Echo on TV na Miss G ebetina sa akonya kese nim no na manfo so pa na manfo di na tem na Miss G say she was expecting Mac Brown say o me defending kakra na the Mac Brown no ya and no super okay FM when Nana Romeo interviewed her. She's having a program this weekend for AMA. Now, you see, I feel like Miss G was expecting a lot from Mac Brown. Yes, or say, or Mac Brown, or Echo ask for her blessings to come and host the show and all that. And Mac Brown did that, blessed her, so to me call Echo show. No, I think Mac Brown did the best. She did her best, the best that she could do. I'm not sure it is in Mac Brown's authority or it is a right or say or no. I say me seen a man for do what because of her, Bobby defend and all that. I've seen people ask, say, Mac Brown and Kasakwana for kind of how many times does she come out to talk? Mac Brown is not a person who talks a lot. And yet Juma, hardly will you see Mac Brown talk. And yet Juma, hardly will you see Mac Brown even go out. No, she's not that kind of person. No. And right now I don't remember. But Miss G, how many times did Miss G even defend herself when the issue was ongoing? How many times did she talk defending herself when the insult was coming. Mark Brown enjoyed or no so all go through to come and defend you. And just omeka ncho munye the attempt no. Na I mean, obi why I don't say obe blast. It won't take Mark Brown for people to stop insulting you. Yes, I'm for Omodono and maybe yes, I be calm it down, but not obi here. We have some fans who are artists but still nah, they go all out to do what and you know, Mr. G expecting Mark Brown say Mark Brown because we need there. No. And yeah, Mark Brown said the say on 1999 defend their man for. Mark Brown didn't set you up. Mark Brown didn't tell people to come and insult you. Mark Brown didn't tell people not to no. Wanyemubia. She was also busy somewhere doing whatever she was doing. Dear G, we expect to say Mark Brown, yes, and but you don't put the blame on Mark Brown. Mark Brown did nothing wrong at the time the issue was ongoing. She created a platform. She hosted a show, made it big, and the opportunity came for you to host it. Whatever came with it, be there. I'm sure that no one him the after that. And so kind of and an amount for whoever sat in or whoever hosted the show after my Brown piano, people would have blasted him or her. Just a maybe amount for pay what some no. And then my Brown said yeah, as I've said no, and then I said yeah, say I'll be defended. What you know was all yarn so bless it no. To tell say she has no issue with you hosting the show because all kono onka say show no engu and I said adia wa build for so long no and moving metwa so na nyina and say kono into whoever was coming to sit in that chair no nipa ene say obetima ene wa ene ye na ma eye esana watwa to na say adia wo de na ho de nya hyem na agro no and say and as you said you want to hear DM. And one reply cried here, and a different ball game altogether. And I give you say she wasn't in support of you coming to host the show and all that. According to you, you went to a DM to tell us that this is what like Abba say, and we had the blessings, and she blessed you. That is to say, only one issue be and she should go ahead until on go social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, if anything, TikTok. On can say munye dia tem no we na go through not TV oba Debbie. I feel your pains, but men can say Mark Brown now no so defending and when defend Mark Brown Debbie pacho Miji why it's true why come on Miji issue me adoma this weekend oh yeah marshal conference show pacho with me for all the details Miji in social media pages no na papa home somewhere Airbnb apartment to Casa Fijani Kaswa Millennium City from one bedroom apartment into bedroom apartment or Casa Fijani Kaswa Millennium City from it was 0245517650 0245517650 booking 1 week and more open up big discounts hall now security the hall very tight was a very neat environment. It's a very quiet to be here and stable. There are so many amenities around. When you 0245517650. Bye.